Hello everyone, I am Chase here at Rocky Mountain ATVMC, and today we're sharing with you our top 5 tips to stay warm during cold weather adventure riding. Alright, so today we want to share with you our top 5 tips to help you stay warm if you're dual sport adventure riding in cold weather. Now for us at Rocky Mountain, we try to plan our trips during the warmer times of the year, but we've definitely had our fair share of adventure rides in some pretty cold weather. And I will tell you from firsthand experience that if you are not prepared for it, it honestly becomes more about survival than just having fun on your motorcycle at that point. You also got to keep in mind that on adventure rides, especially for us here in Utah per se, you're going to have big climbs and big drops in elevation, and you can see big changes, big drops in the temperature, and also just depending on the time of the year. It could be really cold in the morning time, maybe warm up in the afternoon, but then as soon as that sun goes down in the evening time, the temperatures can drop quite a bit. So you definitely want to be prepared. So that's what we're going to do, is give you our tips to help you stay warm. All right, so tip number 1 is going to be layering correctly. This is probably the most important part when it comes to staying warm on adventure rides. Now I have a video where I talk about this in full detail, but today I'm going to keep it short and sweet. So you've got 3 layers. You're going to have your base layer, your mid layer, and then your outer layer. So your base layer, it's going to be your next of skin piece. It's going to fit a little bit more snug, and the purpose of the base layer is to wick away moisture and keep you dry. So typically, these are going to be made from polyester or nylon or really high quality merino wool. Now merino wool, I get asked about that sometimes. How is that a good base layer? Well, merino wool has 2 really good properties that I love so much about it. The first is that it wicks moisture well, and also it keeps you warm even when it's wet. And what's great about it is it's antimicrobial naturally, so it helps resist odor even if you wear it for 1 or 2 days at a time. It does a really good job. So that's gonna be your base layer, wick away moisture. After that, you're gonna have your mid layer. Now mid layer is going to be a little bit more loose fitting, okay? You don't need to be super tight, and its job is to trap heat and keep you warm inside. Now with mid layers, typically you could see these made out of down. Some are going to be maybe fleece lined or wool, and you just want to make sure you have a good quality mid layer, and that's going to help you out and keep heat trapped inside. Once you have your mid layer taken care of, now you're going to have your outer shell. Now keep in mind, a lot of adventure jackets already have a thermal liner built in, so that would take the place of your mid layer. So if your jacket already has one of those, you don't need to stress too much about having a mid layer. So just like with this ARC Battleborn jacket, it has a zip-in thermal liner, so that would take its place. But you want to have a good outer shell, one that's going to block the wind and one that's going to be 100% waterproof. So if you do get caught in some rain, you're going to stay dry. If it's cold and windy, that's going to block the wind and help you out as well. So that's going to be my first tip, is you want to make sure, absolutely crucial, that you layer correctly. All right, so tip number 2, it's going to be heated gear. So if you're daring enough to ride in those really cold temperatures and you want to make sure that you stay warm and comfortable, I'm going to say that heated gear is a must-have. Now we have heated gear from several different brands to choose from, and we're going to have you covered from head to toe. We have your jacket liners, your pant liners, we have socks, we even have soles for your boots, and also your gloves as well. Now when it comes to heated gear, you're going to have a couple different options to choose from. You're going to have some sets, like we have here with this first gear setup, that's going to run off your motorcycle's battery, and it's going to have a heat controller that you're going to use to control the heat once you have everything set up. You just want to keep in mind, you want to make sure that your stator has enough output to run this heated gear. You definitely don't want to get caught with a dead battery. But first gear, we actually have a great video that shows you the whole setup and how to get everything rocking and rolling. The other option is we have heated gear that is actually ran by rechargeable batteries, and they're going to last about 2 hours. You can pick up extra batteries if you want to make sure you're not going to run out. But what's nice about the gear that has rechargeable batteries is it's a way to keep you warm when you're off the bike. So if you're done riding for the day, you're going to set up camp or make a fire, or just maybe to get to your hotel room, it's going to allow you to stay warm when you are off the bike. So you're going to have those 2 different options. Now when it comes to heated gear, it can be expensive if you're trying to get everything all at once. So if you want to start out small and work your way up, the first piece of gear that I would highly recommend is either going to be a jacket or a vest. Keeping your core warm is going to help to keep the rest of your body warm as well. So for us on our adventure rides, if we're packing light but we're still anticipating some cooler weather, we'll just take a jacket or a vest with us. What's nice about these, you can see they pack up nice and small, they're lightweight, so they're easy to take with you. But that's going to be my second tip, is heated gear. All right, so tip number 3, it's going to be all about keeping your paws warm. And one of our must-have accessories for cold weather riding here at Rocky Mountain is going to be grip heaters. Okay, these are inexpensive, they're easy to install, and once you have them, you will wonder how you ever got along without. I am not a fan, pet peeve of mine, I do not like cold fingers. That is why my bike, along with all the other adventure bikes here at Rocky Mountain, we all run the Tusk grip heater kit. Like I said earlier, very easy to install, and what's nice about these is you have 2 different settings, a low and a high, and you have a switch to control that. Now what we have found at Rocky Mountain is that the low setting works really well for your thinner gloves. okay, even all the way down to your dirt gloves. So if you're wearing that kind of glove and it's not too cold outside, but you want some heat, that low setting works really well. And then if you want to flip it up to high, that's going to be for really your thicker cold weather adventure gloves, maybe gloves that have insulation. That high setting works really well. Now when you couple those grip heaters with a good glove and some hand guards to block the wind, you're gonna do a really good job of keeping your hands warm. So we all run full wraparound hand guards here at Rocky Mountain. This is our Tusk D-Flex Pro, one of our best selling, most popular hand guards. But for those really cold, those extreme conditions when we wanna block as much wind as possible, because really blocking wind, you'd be surprised how much warmth it's gonna add to your hands. We will always take with us these Bushwhackers from Giant Loop. So you can see they're flat, they're easy to pack up, they're very lightweight, but they actually wrap around your entire hand guard and they do an incredible job of blocking wind. So we always take these with us on our adventure rides to make sure we can block the wind if we need to. So that's gonna be my third tip, is make sure you keep your hands nice and warm, and nothing's gonna be better than a set of grip heaters. All right, so tip number 4 is gonna be a balaclava. For me, lifesaver. Whenever I ride in cold weather, I always seem to get cold air up into my helmet, and nothing I can really do about it. No matter how much I pull up my jacket collar, I always get cold air in there, and sometimes it gives me a headache, almost like I have a brain freeze. So I learned the hard way that the best way to combat that is just to have a balaclava with you. Now we have a lot of these to choose from. For us at Rocky Mountain, most of us just take this ARC balaclava. It's very thin, very lightweight. You can see very easy just to fold up. And we just put it in our coat pocket, so it's very easy to get access to and put it on when we need it. If you do want to go with the thicker option, we have those as well. This is the Klim Arctic. What's great about this, you can see a lot of added length to the bottom, and it's fleece lined, so it's going to add a little bit of warmth, very comfortable. And one thing that riders struggle with when it comes to cold weather is fogging on their shield. So you can see with this Arctic from Klim, it actually has a breath box, so as you breathe into it, it'll actually push your breath down to help prevent your shield from fogging up. But keep in mind, cold weather, fog, they go hand in hand. So another great little tip you can do is just pick up some anti-fog spray and just apply that to your lens before you go out and ride. Make sure to have a balaclava, whether it's a thin one like this ARC or a thicker one like from Klim. That is going to really help you out. All right, so for my 5th and my final tip is gonna be having an insulated bottle. These are awesome because you're gonna be able to put your hot chocolate in here, your hot coffee. It's gonna give you something hot to sip on throughout the day. But also during the summertime, we take these with us as well because we stop at a gas station, we put ice in there, we put our drinks in them, and we have a nice cold drink to have throughout the day as well. If you are looking for an insulated bottle with an awesome value, this is our Rocky Mountain insulated bottle. Holds 36 ounces, really good price point. But also remember, if you're gonna be camping on your ADV rides and you need a way to have hot water, get a jet boil. We offer those on our website. They are awesome. They will give you boiling water in just a couple of minutes, and that's gonna allow you to have a nice hot drink throughout the day. And that's my 5th and final tip, is have an insulated bottle. Now I do have one bonus tip for you, and that is gonna be extra lighting for your motorcycle. In the winter months, the days are gonna be shorter, so you might be spending more time riding at night. If that is the situation, it never hurts to have more lighting. This is the Baja Design Squadron Pro. It's one of our LED lights that we use on a lot of our adventure rides, our adventure bikes here at Rocky Mountain. Very small, but very bright and very low amp draw from your battery. So if you do need extra lighting, we have a lot of great options to choose from. But that's my bonus tip, is put some extra lights on your bike. All right, so thanks for checking out our top 5 tips to help you stay warm and cozy on your dual sport adventure rides. Now, I'm sure you guys have a lot of great tips, so make sure, please share those with us. Comment below, what do you guys like to do to stay warm and comfortable on your dual sport adventure rides? And remember, everything that I talked about today, you can find on our website. You can click on the link or head over to our website at RockyMountainATVMC.com. Orders over $75 ship free. And guys, make sure, subscribe to us on YouTube. We have a lot of great gear guides, how-to videos, product reviews, and also on all our dual sport adventure rides that we do here at Rocky Mountain, we document those trips and we upload those, so we share our trips with you, our experiences, and we also even upload our routes so you can do the same rides. I'm Chase at Rocky Mountain, and we'll see you on the trails.